Hey everybody, little score today. Someone gave me an ATX mid-tower case. This is old and, well, I like it. It's mid-tower and it looks to be brand new. Look here, some of the things on the outside. You got it's the middle of the night, so you know, that's the deal. Hard drive light, reset button, momentary push. This looks to be the power button, power light, excuse me. Turbo on and off, right? Turbo. There it is. Looks like that chassis likes to get sticky. And that's the power. Big, you know it's on. It gives a good tactile response. And you got your place for your little sticker, whatever you want to put in it. And an LED readout. That one has 3 numbers, 1 and then 2 7-segment displays, right? And it looks like there's a dot between them, but that's neat. I've been after one of these for a while, and I'm going to, now it's a full mid-tower case. There is a difference between mid-tower and full tower. This is a mid-tower, right? Because a full tower is about that much taller, right? I've had one of those before. It was the coolest thing. But tonight, right now, I'm talking about this one. Let me open it up, and it'll seem like no time has passed at all. And we're back. Okay, and this one has got some neat hardware on the inside. You got a removable cage here. This one is not so removable. One screw, this whole thing pops out. That's pretty cool. You got ISA sound card. In here right now is a Cyrix, and I believe it's a 150. Yeah. I have a Pentium ready to go in there. And this is an Intel board. It's got 4 banks. It's AT, right? And it's got 4 banks of 72-pin SIM. I can't find my flashlight at the moment, and I think I left it at my little office, right? But it's got 4 banks of 72-pin SIM over here, and it has 4 PCI and 4 ISA. Now, y'all, that in itself is pretty cool to me because the more slots, the better. I like to fill slots. They're cool to fill. I mean, you just get so much expansion. And you got, of course, hard drive caddies here. You got the floppy bay and whatever else you want to put in there. And it looks like you have another thing for a fan and maybe a card guide right here. But I don't have a card guide. And something neat, you have headers for different... again, the lighting is bad in here. You have 4 multi-pin headers up there. One of them is parallel port. That's what this one does. The one above it is a little bit bigger. It might be floppy. And these 2 might be IDE, but there's no missing pin. That was common on the earlier boxes. And just so you know, you see all that empty space? Yeah, this is a baby AT inside a full tower case. It'll take a much bigger motherboard than this. But this one just didn't have it. Got another couple of bays right here. Ready to hold 3.5-inch drives. See that? Your standard AT power supply. Not a speck of dust on here, y'all. That's nice. This was packed in a box for years. It came from a ham radio user, and he couldn't even remember buying it. Well, it came from 2000. This was a custom build from CompUSA. I have the receipt. I'm not going to show it because it's all fuzzy. It's hard to read in daylight, right? And it's just really cool. And okay, it came with all the cables and stuff. And okay, back to the headers, right? Curiously, you have all these headers up here, but then again, move these wires out of the way, you have another header right there. And I don't know what that is. That looks like it might be IDE, but I'm going to have to look up this motherboard because I don't know. And there's buffer memory slot right there where they call it cache RAM, and I don't think I have any of this right now, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. All kinds of jumpers and things on here. It's got a Dallas real-time clock. So if y'all aren't familiar, it does not have a BIOS battery. This is like a very slow discharging capacitor as far as I know, right? You let it sit for a little while and it picks up a charge and holds the time and date and BIOS settings. And look at this power regulator. That's, I don't see that too much these days. I didn't even see this back in the day, because you didn't see a power regulator like, I can't even see what this is. It's probably a 5 volt, but whatever. I'm not going to assume. It's a power regulator that you would normally find for, you know, like a console to regulate the voltage going in. Like on a Genesis, you have, I believe it's 7805 from the 9 volt to bring it down to 5 volt stable, right? And that big power, or big heat sink right there. Big compared to that. Note, no heat sink on this. It has to have one. Because, and this Cyrix is definitely going away. I had a Cyrix a long time ago. It was the flakiest computer I'd ever had. This thing has solder pads for something else, but it was never put on. And something about this case, first of all, it's full metal all over. The only plastic is the very front. It's held on with one screw, the front of it, and then it just comes right off. Now look at this expansion back here. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy, right? Look here. These are cool. Those are just neat. They're punch-out metal plates, and if I wanted to, I could get rid of this down here and put it up here. That would be pretty cool to do. Here's something you don't see a lot. In and out, right? Here's your power in, here's your power out. And I will bet you dollars to donuts there's a filter between the two. That's another thing that has gone away these days. Filtered AC. You don't see that much, and I miss it. There's also a little box of stuff that this came with. Baggie of screws. And here's the little box. Now, some of this came from something else, right? I haven't tested this yet. I don't know if it works. Port cover. The back plate to something else. Not this, because there's no place for it to go. It didn't come from this machine. It came from something else. Port covers. These don't fit this front chassis. And these are neat. Look. Anybody want to guess what that is? Tell me in comments. What is this? Because I know what it is. I want you to tell me what it is. This should be a no-brainer for anybody who's worked on this type of computer before. Got some of these. Seriously, tell me in comments. No contest, just bragging rights. And to get the motherboard was mounted incorrectly in here. It's using 2 screws and all nylon standoffs all over it. And I had to take the 2 rubber feet out because it was blocking the bottom of the motherboard from slide. The whole thing slides down and then pops out after you remove the 2 screws, right? And one of the motherboard was at an angle like that, poking through. You could see it through the keyboard hole, and I was like, "What? Why is it slanted like that?" Because one of the nylon things had missed the little catch and was sitting on top of it and was bending the whole board like that. And this kept it from going in. Fixed. Couple of port covers. Probably never use those. And here is the offending one right there. I just took it out. That's it. Okay. So, can anyone tell me what this is? I know what it is. I want to, just for the sport of it, what is this? What does this do in this computer, or this type of computer? Okay? Put your comments below. 9 minutes. I think that's pretty good. This is a mid-tower AT case with a baby AT motherboard, Cyrix 150, and uncounted RAM, lots of slots, lots and lots of wires. Look at all that. That's a rat's nest by itself. I haven't done anything to it yet. Bag of screws, box of stuff. All right, good enough. Oh, PCI. This is a clone card. This is not a. It says BTC-1831 Revision B. So, I'll look that up. Alright, thanks for watching. Y'all take it easy. Bye-bye.